So let's begin by analyzing one by one each part, adding drafts, adding rounds. Drafts are a significant parameters in manufacturing. Without draft, we cannot mold any part or cast any part, and it will be a big failure. And rounds are also significant aspect because if we have sharp edges, we will be having stress losses at the sharp edges. So it's better to have removal of sharp edges from our parts. So let's work from the bottom. So I've opened this base. So firstly, we'll be analyzing the draft analysis. So I'll be selecting the entire part and I'll be just giving 3-degree draft from the top, and you can see this surface is already tapered, so you'll be having blue color, but the inside surface is not drafted, so it's kind of red color, and these are no draft, so it's white color. So firstly, let's add 1-degree draft and 1-degree draft to this outer walls, and then adjust the draft for this inner surface to change it to blue color. This will be the parting line between both the inside and outside surfaces. I'll go to the model, I'll go to the draft, I'll select the surface, right click and select the hinge. I'll select the top surface and I'll just write 1 degree, change the angle, go to individual surfaces, select the bosses. This is done. I'll go to the draft, select the surface, right click, hinges, I'll select the base, 1 degree, and I think it's inside. Change the angle. Yep. Now I'll just go to the individual surfaces and select all the surfaces again. So we need to ensure that whichever direction we are pulling, it has to be drafted in that direction. I'm sorry, I forgot to press control. Selecting control is very important, otherwise the multi-select option is not possible without control. Alright, press OK. Now we have these features also, so I'll just go to draft, select the surface, right click, draft hinge, select the surface, add a degree draft to the inside, hold control and select all the surfaces. Now go to analysis, draft analysis, select the part, click on, so you can see all the surfaces are drafted with 1 degree draft. This inside features should be drafted as well. I'm just leaving the holes because we can just imagine this can be after cast operation. So when they are casting, they'll be, or when they're molding this part, they'll be molding it completely with the filled material, and later they'll be just drilling it. Okay, I'm just considering in that way, but let us add drafts over here. Go to the draft, select the surface, right click, hinge, select this, 1 degree, inside, go to individual surfaces, hold control, select these, done. So I'll just go to draft again, select this surface, go to draft hinge. I think there's some issue with the surface. What is the surface? Offset geometry. What was it before that? Let me just go up. It was a revolve, so let us just add a draft in the revolve itself. It's a kind of curved, so it's you can see it just, if I'm just drawing a tangent over here, this region is going inside, so that's the reason we are having red color over here and blue color over here. So what I'll do is I'll just try to delete this and extend this further. No, I'll just join it with the straight line, or rather I'll just join with the slanted line. Let me see. think I need to delete this. All right, I'm just extending it so that it is kind of drafted from the top, and just going to offset. Now let me just go and look at the draft analysis. That's perfect. If I'm just giving a 1 degree color, so all the part on the top should be white color and these should be red color, but here it's not red color. So let me just add up draft over here as well. Draft, select the surface, right click, hinges, select this, add a degree draft, or 0.5 is fine. Select these, press OK, go to analysis, draft. Now you can see it's entirely blue color and red color on the top. Now we'll just work on adding rounds. Firstly, we'll add the vertical rounds. So I'm just trying to finish up the geometry for, for manufacturability. I'm sorry, manufacturability. And that involves adding rounds at required places. And saving your design time to time. So it's quite high over here, so I'll just pause it. Software loads a lot when we are adding complicated rounds. So this is a complicated shape. For that purpose, I'll just reduce it. Again, it's loading, so I'll just save it. Now let me just add up over here this side, press OK. Maybe you can just forward the video with high speed and look at the final output of this model. Point 0.5 is pretty high. Yep. Yep, this is done. Let me just save it once again. Completed. So the base is completed with drafts and rounds. I'll just close it. Come back to the assembly and just open this part. I think we've already added round for this. This is a rubber part, so it has to be drafted. I have not added any draft over here, so I'll just go above the round. and add the draft for this. I think I need to add over here, but I can increase the round size. Save. So we are completed with the two base parts. In the next video we'll just convert the